As I'm sure you guys have probably seen by now, Henry Cejudo has been getting roasted by the MMA community online, and I don't know if I want to say understandably so, but he's not doing himself any favors. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Henry Cejudo posting proof about his eye and what the community had to say about it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Guys, let me bring it over to Henry Cejudo's Twitter page, which he posted yesterday. Diplopia, soft tissue damage, corneal abrasion. He wanted a way out, and this is what everybody has been talking about. You can see that Henry Cejudo actually, there is damage to his eye, okay? And if you're interested in what I thought about the eye poke, I thought that it was a really, really bad eye poke. But from what we've seen with Henry Cejudo, his demeanor, him going, I'm taking 5 minutes, all of that stuff, it seemed like he did want a way out. The fight wasn't going for him, and he was looking for a DQ win. I don't doubt the idea that there is damage to his eye. But, man, I don't think it was as bad as he was making it out to be. But I could be wrong. Eye injuries definitely happen. We aren't in Henry Cejudo's shoes. It's just my gut feeling about it. And this is coming from a big fan of Henry Cejudo. I like him more than 99% of the MMA community, okay? Henry Cejudo did end up replying to one other reply under his post. Jack Oxheart had this to say: "Don't lie, thought you were going to win by DQ. You would have kept fighting if you knew it was going to scorecards." Henry Cejudo replied to that and said, "Winning by DQ never has and never will be part of my thought process. Didn't cross my mind for a second." It's just difficult to believe. I don't know if you guys are with me, and I don't mean to... I feel bad because what if he is telling the truth? I'm not with everybody just going like, oh my god, quitter. Oh my god, excuse my language, Henry Cejudo's a little bitch. Like, everybody's been talking about that. What if he's telling the truth? His eye's actually bad. You know, his eye actually doesn't look good. Like, we'll take a look at this picture again. Henry Cejudo's eye looks damaged. It's just from the way that he was behaving, just going like, making sure everybody, like, I want to fight, but I can't see, making sure everybody heard it. He was using keywords. That's what's really stopping me, man. I really do believe that he was getting a way out, that he was looking for a way out, but I'm also open to the idea about being wrong about that, okay? This isn't doing him any favors. The rest of the MMA community start replying to Henry Cejudo. This is not what's doing him any favors. Where it's like, yeah, I'm resting, it's a big game. This is not the face of somebody who is suffering eye damage. And his face didn't look like he was suffering eye damage. He wasn't like constantly going like, or anything like that. You know when people like really get the eye injury? Remember Bilal Muhammad against Leon Edwards? When people really have it that bad, they typically don't react the way that Henry Cejudo is reacting. If I had to put a number on it, I would say like it's 80-90% likely that Henry Cejudo was just looking for a way out of the fight, a DQ win, or to start fresh with a rematch, okay? Let's continue on to what everybody else had to say. A bunch of people who would never get in the cage are calling a former champ a quitter. Typical. That's a fair take. That's a fair take, okay? I get that. And to this point, Henry Cejudo in his entire career has never showed like an ounce of quit in him. It's just, it's unfortunate, man. It must be the circumstance. Him getting older, his career kind of being on the line, things like that. People are also memeing him around just saying, I can't fucking see, dude. Of course, the way that Henry Cejudo was just repeating that over and over again. We all saw the eye poke. That's not being disputed. It just looked like you didn't want to be in there anymore. That's all. That is where I'm at. This one I probably agree with the most. We all saw the eye poke. That's true. It was bad. It just looked like you didn't want to be in there anymore. I'm interested in the reply. He didn't want to be in there anymore because his vision wasn't good after an illegal move by his opponent. That's fair to me. He shouldn't be obligated to keep fighting in those conditions. Bitcoin Beach Bum responded to that and said he had 5 minutes to make that decision and actually walk out as the winner. He didn't. I mean, I don't know if he would walk out the winner, but I see both sides to it, man. That's the problem, okay? Dante had this to say: "Can you guys blame the man? If he really couldn't see, I get it. He's in there with a young killer and it's not a title fight. No different than tapping to an armbar. The damage was done. It's a wise decision." I get where he's coming from, especially tapping to an armbar. I get it, but it depends how much you want to actually like compare those two, okay? You were pretending like you wanted to keep fighting while telling the ref, I can't see 50 times, knowing that's a sure way to get the fight called off. That's the thing, right? I'm okay and I can see, but I'm okay and I can fight, but I can't see. He was saying it over and over again, loudly too, like, I can't fucking see, dude. That's what he was saying, just obviously wanting the ref to step in. That's my problem. But again, like we were talking about earlier, when has Henry Cejudo ever shown quit in him, right? It's tough, man. Two things can be true at the same time. Song clearly poked you. Yes, you also wanted a way out of the fight. You were on the Aljo's great actor train. How the tables have turned, Enrique. I don't know who Enrique is. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe my stupidity's about to show there. I'm sorry, everybody, but yeah, that's a good point. He actually did dog on Aljo, didn't he? Oh, boy, I didn't even think about that. I'm surprised people aren't mentioning that or quoting that or clipping that. You're straight, bro. Our eyes are the mirror to the soul. They are sensitive for a reason. After all you've done, you deserve a pass on this one. All these kids talking would fold the second they get touched or fatigued. They watched all the UFC fence and they think they know something. I get that. Yeah, one incident from a fighter typically doesn't make me change my entire tune on them because, again, like Henry Cejudo, and this is a good way to put it. Henry Cejudo, after everything that we've seen in his career, deserves the benefit of the doubt. I literally just convinced myself of that just now. We've never seen an ounce of quit from him. He's never been a cheater. I think he deserves this one. If he does it again, then yeah, maybe we're talking about, okay, Henry Cejudo, you're old now, you're just looking for a way to get DQ wins in your old age. Maybe your heart's actually not in it anymore. That's a good point, man. It's a good point. I think the only time where my opinion on a fighter is completely shifted after like one incident, like I talk about Mario Batista all the time, where it's like he's had all of these really exciting fights. One fight, everybody hates him. I don't run like that. Chris Weidman's the only one that was like, oh my God, that was really bad, Chris Weidman. That was really, really, really bad. But let's continue on to what Jacob E. Pate had to say. Corneal abrasions are no joke, plus they really do make it hard to keep your eye open, much less keep fighting. He's a double champ and world champ wrestler. He's been known for comebacks. I don't think Henry was looking for a way out. He's never been a quitter before. Very solid point. Very solid. It's difficult to dispute because, of course, we don't know, but history dictates Henry was telling the truth. No, old Henry knew it was more than halfway through the bout and he was running out of gas. He was about to get smashed and it was the perfect time to go to the scorecard. You can see the confusion in his face when he didn't win. Yeah, what's the reply I had to say, okay? It was actually the opposite. He was starting to hit Song, starting to see it in Song's face. Who knows what would happen in the 4th and 5th? Nah, he was going to lose that fight, 100%. But yeah, that's the problem. Like, he took the 5 minutes, he knew what he was doing, he was running out of gas, but I am inclined to go with the people who are actually defending Cejudo, okay? Bro, you were saying, I can't see anything, which was a lie, considering you were only hitting one eye. You thought you had done enough to get a DQ or win the decision, so you quit. It's a damn shame that all that mount can't carry over in the octagon anymore, where these new fighters are just bigger, stronger, and faster than you. Move down or just retire and stop embarrassing yourself because even Dana is tired of your crap. Yeah, Dana's not doing Henry Cejudo any favors, eh? But I don't understand why he didn't move down. I know the cut must be difficult, but he is clearly small. Like, Song Yadong's not like an insanely big guy for the division, and Henry Cejudo, every time he walks in there at 135, he's so undersized. I would love to see him at 125. Henry, you sort of ruined your own legacy. This is what hurts, man, because I was cheering for Henry Cejudo for a long time, and I still am a fan of Henry Cejudo, but he could have retired on top. He could have retired as double champion and arguably the greatest combat sports athlete of all time. As he self-proclaimed, it was fairly accurate. He could have retired, sat with that, had his gyms, made his money, with whatever, but now his legacy's ruined. Now he's washed. Now he is unfortunately a laughingstock within the MMA community, and I feel bad for him, man. I really do feel bad for him. He should be remembered better than the way that he actually is. But do you guys remember when he fought Dominic Cruz? I do. And today, I did make a video earlier talking about the career of Dominic Cruz and what I loved about it. You can check out this video right here, the complete career of Dominic Cruz and my experience watching it. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Take care.